Hi, everyone. Welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Courtney Arnett with us today, and we're talking the farmers market, and it's getting ready to expand. This is the best time of year to do your grocery shopping for produce locally, right at the farmers market. Tell us a little bit about the times, and it's going to be exciting.
Yes, it's super exciting because we're starting to see more and more produce as the weather warms and the rain's kind of ebbing away. So we are open every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. all the way through October, minus Rhythm and Roots. And we are starting Wednesdays in July. So the first Wednesday market will be July 2nd, and it will be, Wednesdays are 2 to 6 p.m. and they go through the end of September.
That's great. Well, so what should we expect on the Wednesdays? Anything new?
So for that, we're expecting more produce. I have a few more produce vendors who start up in July because they've been waiting for their produce to, finish growing so they can harvest it and all of that. But I am going to be posting a list of the Wednesday vendors on the State Street Farmers Market Facebook page next week once I make more confirmations with the vendors.
And that's always a good place to go to find out about any other events. And I know you've got some bigger events coming up in July.
Yes, we saved the events this year for later in the season so that more people will come out when the produce is out there and everything. So we have events starting in July. And though that is also something you can find on our Facebook page. So those details will be coming soon. But we really like to partner with the vendors already at the market. So we have some exciting things planned for this year that's different from last year, and also some of the events from last year will be returning.
Oh, good. So we'll have to look for that on the Facebook page. Yes. That'll be coming up. And then also tell me about how SNAP works with the farmers market.
Yes. So our market is approved to take SNAP, and the vendors that do accept SNAP at the market, they have postings up at their booths. But anybody who's enrolled in the SNAP program can come to the farmers market, visit me at the farmers market information booth, which I sit in front of the mural where the rocks are. And I have a bright green tablecloth, so it's very hard to miss. Yeah, it's very hard to miss. But basically, I just swipe their card for the amount that they want to spend at the market, and then I give them that amount in tokens.
I love that. Well, and with all the rain, I bet we're going to see some really good produce this year.
Yes, and it's really nice because not only can they purchase produce with those SNAP tokens, they can also purchase meat, dairy items, honey, jellies, jams. So it's not just for one specific item. It covers a multitude of what our vendors have to offer.
Oh, that's perfect. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Anything we're missing, Courtney, that you want to add?
No, that's everything.
It all?
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you at the farmers market. You'll see Courtney for sure. She's always out there. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and we've got Camille Gray with us today from Theater Bristol, and we're going to be talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is a classic and one of my favorites. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect.
This is a great musical. It's actually a new musical as of 2016, which doesn't seem very new, but as opposed to Golden Age musicals from the 1940s, it's a new musical. So it is very similar originally to the actual book. But it does tie in parts of the movies, so it'll be recognizable to people. There are definitely nods through the scenic design and the costume design and the props to the movies. Like you're going to see the classic Gobstopper, the one that everybody knows from the Gene Wilder one from the 70s. So it's a new take on the movie. On the story. It's got new music, but it also still has the classics that people love, like The Candyman and Pure Imagination and I've Got a Golden Ticket. So it'll be recognizable with a little bit of a twist.
I love that. Mm-hmm. So when do we buy tickets?
Tickets are on sale now at ParamountBristol.org. And you can also go to the box office and get them in person or call. But the performances are July 18th through 27th. So they are coming up actually a month from today. So very soon, our team is working really hard to put together a great show for audiences.
That's exciting. Now, the cast. Tell us a little bit about who we'll see up there on stage.
Yeah, so we have a great cast of 46 from around the region. We've got Abingdon to Kingsport to Mountain City to Johnson City to Elizabeth, and so everywhere, and both Bristols, of course, and everywhere in between. And so we're going to see Tyler Bishop, who's been on stage before in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and others, and he's playing Willy Wonka for us. And then Henry Smith, who is new to us, but he is the child of Deshawn and Deanna Smith, and they actually work at Barter Theater. So we're really excited to welcome Henry to our stage.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, Dan Gray, who is actually my father, he's going to be playing Grandpa Joe, and he has been a Theater Bristol favorite for years now. So we're really, really excited to have this great cast on stage.
That's great. And I'm sure rehearsals are like full underway.
Full swing. We have been rehearsing since the beginning of May.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are about a month and a half into rehearsals now, and we're just so thrilled. We are in our run-throughs and everything now, cleaning and tightening and polishing. Our production team is working really hard. It's just going to be all the imagination and excitement that you hope to see from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And why did you guys decide to do that this summer, this particular production?
We love to put spectacle on the Paramount stage, and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory is full of that. You know, Charlie in particular can't be done on the Cameo stage. It can't be done on the Art Space stage. We need the Fly. We need the seating for it because it's so popular. So for this year, it just seemed to fit right in. It's a show we've done, not this particular version of the script, but we've done Willy Wonka before at the Paramount about 15 years ago. So we're like, it was time to see some Charlie on the stage
Bring
again.
it back.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. Well, we can't wait. And thank you so much for being on. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Angie Rutherford with me, and we are talking about 4th of July, and the lineup looks amazing. Yes. It's always so exciting. Bristol does the best job with 4th of July, so get ready, get the lawn chairs ready, the picnic blankets, all of the stuff. If it's hot, lots of water, sunscreen. Tell us about what we can expect at Anderson Park.
So at Anderson Park on July 4th, we will have the 4th of July event. It starts at 6 o'clock. But before that, we do have a parade downtown that starts at 5 o'clock. So the parade will end at Martin Luther King. And then when you get to there, everybody can head to Anderson Park for an evening of music, fun games for kids, giveaways, have lots of food trucks.
It'll be a fun night. And then the fireworks officially kind of start around 10-ish. Is that right?
Yes.
So that's always fun. And to start with the parade and then get out there, lots of games for the kids. Yes. It's just something for everybody. And the music is always fantastic. What are we going to hear this year?
So this year, Lightning Strikes, which is Lightning Charlie. He's a familiar face in town. He will start around 6:15 with his cover band, and they will play 50s, 60s, and 70s music.
Oh, fun.
And so that will lead up into our band, Radio Incorporated.
Okay.
They start at 7:30 and they will end at 10 o'clock.
And are they doing 80s, 90s?
Yes. Lots of dance music.
Oh, that'll be so fun. Well, I can't wait. You always do a good job of putting this on, and it is a fun chance for the whole community to come out and celebrate Independence Day.
Yes. So also our Parks and Rec department will be hosting the kids' games, and then Believe in Bristol, who is in charge of the parade, they will be there also with a beer garden. So lots of fun.
So bring some money for the beer garden.
Yes.
Oh, well, great. Well, thank you so much, Angie, for sharing all the details and something to look forward to. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Officer Mike Carlson with us today. Thank you so much for being here. We've got some summer reminders, and we know it's fireworks season, and the temperatures are soaring, so we've got lots of things to cover. So let's start with the fireworks safety, because I feel like people are already starting to get excited about shooting off fireworks.
Just a little bit. So one of the biggest things to remember, especially in the city, is that fireworks are illegal. Anything that explodes, burns for entertainment type purposes cannot be possessed within the city and used. It can result in a city citation and, could be a difficult situation for everyone.
And we have so many places where we can go see fireworks.
We do. We've got our community engagement team from the city is putting on a show this year, and I expect it to be spectacular, just like they
Every
have in the
year.
past years.
Yeah. So we'll save it for that or head to the county.
Correct.
That's perfect. Good to know. And then, of course, we've got these really, really extreme high temperatures. So we want to make sure everybody stays hydrated. And
Right.
what are some good tips?
Definitely drinking water, using sunscreen, making sure that, if you start to get too hot, go in somewhere and cool off. Don't get out there and just be like, oh, I'm having so much fun, and forget that you haven't drank water all day. Other things, with your family members, including your pets, making sure you double check, make sure they're not in the car if you go in somewhere. Children, elderly, anyone that can't take care of themselves. It's a great idea to double check every day. Just be like, okay, did I bring someone with me? Look over, make sure they're not there. Actually look, not just glance. So.
Yes, make sure everybody's safe. Just because when the temperatures do get like this, I think, and especially where we've had kind of an unusual beginning of the summer, people aren't really prepared as much and kind of just forget.
Right, especially with this week's temperatures coming up, it's looking to be in the mid to upper 90s. And so it's going to get very hot in a car that's not running with the AC off. May feel great when you park. 10 minutes later, you're going to come out and it'll be horribly hot.
And even with your pets outside, if you're not transporting them anywhere and they're just, they're an outside animal, it might be a chance you might need to bring them in, or at least make sure they've got shade for sure.
Yes,
and plenty of water.
Shade, access to water, all things that, our animal control people, I'm sure, will be taking many calls on as the summer continues to get hotter.
And of course, we've got boating safety because finally people are going to be out on the lake. So be careful of not drinking and piloting your boat.
Don't drink and boat. We do have, TWRA does have officers. We actually have officers that also assist TWRA, and they'll be out on the lake making sure that everyone's safe.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.